For the next 2 to 3 months, I'm going to be taking a new natural testosterone boosting stack. So this is week 1. Let me explain what I'm taking, why I'm doing this, and what I'm looking for. What I'm going to be taking, first off, Shilajit. So I'm going to be taking 500 milligrams a day. So this is supposed to enhance mitochondrial function in the testes and improve the body's response to luteinizing hormone. So this is one I'm most interested in. Studies show that it takes a while to develop, but there's real positive effects on testosterone production. So I'm curious to see how this one goes over time. Next one, it's back, Fadogia Agrestis. Now, I've tried this one before and anecdotally, it had a good effect. There are some toxicity concerns with this one, so I'm going to start slow, I think. So I'm going to be doing it on a 2 days on, 1 day off cycle, 600 milligrams a day with this one. And again, like animal studies have shown that it can increase luteinizing hormone secretion from the pituitary. But there's no human data, but again, anecdotally, a lot of people have had good results with this, including myself. Next, we've got Boron. So I'm taking this 5 milligrams a day. Again, this improves luteinizing hormone receptor activity and it reduces SHBG, which should really mean more free testosterone available in the body. Next up, pretty common one, Zinc. I'm going to be doing 30 milligrams a day. Like, this is just essential for luteinizing hormone synthesis and testosterone production, but obviously most people just don't get enough from their diet alone. And lastly, Fenugreek. Now I've got this in 1000 milligram doses. Again, I might do day on, day off with this. Again, this has been shown to increase luteinizing hormone and testosterone whilst also reducing the conversion into estrogen. So this might be a key one to include as well. Now you might notice that there's one that I'm not taking at the moment, and that's going to be Tongkat Ali. The reason for this is that we all know that for a lot of us, Tongkat just seems to work, and I've taken it before with good results. But for this experiment, I wanted to test the efficacy of some of these other ones, especially Shilajit. I'm really interested to see how that one works. But depending on how the stack goes, I may add Tongkat in at some point. But for now, I just want to isolate these compounds and just see exactly what they do, you know, without any of the influence from Tongkat. So why I'm doing this is my hormone levels have been within the normal range for a long time now. I've got all of that in check. My most recent testosterone result came back at 531, firmly in the normal range. So it's not low, it's not particularly high, it's just solidly normal for someone like me who's just approaching 40. But like, why bother with a test stack if, you know, your hormones are already fine? Honestly, it's just curiosity. I want to see if there's any room for improvement. Can I push my levels higher naturally? And more importantly, like, what are the real world effects? I'm looking for tangible improvements like strength, recovery, libido, energy, mood. You know, if these things improve and the blood work reflects that, great. If not, then I'll just know that these supplements aren't worth the money. So the things I'm going to be tracking, several key markers throughout the experiment. Strength, of course, so gym performance, specific lifts, progressive overload. Things like recovery, so my HRV, how quickly I bounce back from hard session, things like DOMS. Libido, pretty straightforward, you know, any changes there. Sleep quality, so duration, depth, how I feel in the morning. Energy levels, morning energy, afternoon crashes or lack thereof. My mood, so general well-being, motivation, things like mental clarity, and even things like skin changes. Like, a lot of people that take Shilajit, they report better skin for some reason. But obviously, you know, with fluctuating hormone levels, you know, I might get breakouts and stuff, and a lot of the time that's indicative to me that there's something going on beneath the surface. So I'm going to be doing quick weekly update videos covering all of those points. Then at either 8 or 12 weeks, depending on how things are going, I'll get another blood test to check my testosterone, my luteinizing hormone, and other hormone markers as well. And I'll also look to get liver function and kidney markers tested as well, especially because of the Fadogia. And hopefully that will give us some objective data to see if this stack actually does anything and whether it's safe. Week 1 observations, obviously it's too early to tell if there's any real changes, but in terms of side effects, again, I haven't noticed anything so far. My stomach feels fine, I don't have any headaches, no issues with any of these supplements. So yeah, of course, like, week 1 is obviously just going to be baseline. I'm not expecting any dramatic changes yet. These things, they take time to build up in your system. Shilajit especially. So the research often shows that you don't get benefits until sort of 6 to 8 weeks in. And Fadogia in studies, I think in the animal studies, show effects starting from between sort of 5 days and 14 days. But again, there's obviously no human data there. So I'm going to approach this with very realistic expectations this time. If by week 4 to 6 I'm noticing clear improvement, that's a good sign. You know, if I get to 12 weeks and nothing has changed, then this stack just is not worth the money. So subscribe if you want to see those weekly updates. Just like I said, quick 5-10 minute videos max, just going to cover those key metrics and any notable changes. And if you've taken any of these supplements, especially Shilajit and Fadogia, let me know your experience or anything I should know, because I'm curious to what other people have noticed on these. So yeah, that's week 1 done. Let's see what week 2 brings.